Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Today, we're discussing why right now is the time to upgrade to either a Meta Quest 3 or a Meta Quest 3S. It doesn't matter if you're a complete VR holdout, an owner of an earlier generation psvr headset, or you're already in the Quest ecosystem with a Quest 1 or Quest 2. For each and every one of those groups, I'm going to explain why now is the right time to upgrade. Now, there are of course links and timestamps if you want to skip ahead, but before we jump in, today's video is sponsored by Best Buy. In this day and age, there's something refreshing about being able to go to a physical store and immediately pick up the hardware you're looking for. There's also additional benefits like live demos and a staff available to immediately answer your questions. Currently, Best Buy is determined to be one of the best ways to pick up a brand new Meta Quest 3S, as not only does this hardware come with both a free copy of Batman Arkham Asylum and 3 months of Meta Quest Plus, their subscription service, but Best Buy is also including $20 off if you also pick up an Elite Strap, which is a piece of hardware I highly recommend. Now, Best Buy prides themselves on many factors, including customer service, price matching, product selection, delivery options, and store locations. So it's easy to understand why they're still around, and many other similar physical stores have gone under in the past few years. Now, physical shopping's not for you, don't worry, because I have a link in the description that still includes this excellent deal from Best Buy. So for only $2.99, you could pick up a brand new Meta Quest 3S, included with a free copy of Batman Arkham Shadow, 3 months of Meta Quest Plus, and $20 off a brand new Elite Strap. So this is a great deal from a company you can trust. Years ago, the industry shifted from psvr to standalone, and the quality of games has since been a major concern. I'm happy to report though that those days are now in the past. The Meta Quest 3 exclusive Batman Arkham Shadow is one of the best VR games I've ever played, and it was immediately followed up by a title that's arguably better, Metro Awakening. Now, if you're up to date in the VR news, you would know that things are peaking right now. It's never been cheaper to get into the action, and we're also getting some of the best games since Half-Life Alyx. And this is just the tip of the iceberg because we still have some major games dropping in the remainder of 2024. Behemoth plans to take us on a God of War style journey where we have to take down giant monstrosities. Alien Rogue Incursion plans to engulf us in one of the most terrifying and iconic franchises, and there's also an epic time-traveling journey on the way with Wanderer Fragment of Fate. So to all of those people that were complaining that the Quest is for kids and doesn't have any mature-themed games, those days are over. And these are just the games that are either coming soon or recently released. There's already a massive backlog of titles that I would recommend to people, like Iron Man VR, Resident Evil 4, Asgard's Wrath 2, Moss, and a whole slew of other titles like Beat Saber for those just looking for some casual fun. So this is perfect if you're just getting into VR, but why should you upgrade if you already have a Quest 2? Now this one's really easy. The internals of the Quest 3S and Quest 3 have double the power of the Quest 2. That means games run and look better, and also a lot of the future titles will not be available on the Quest 2. We already have one major game, and that's Batman Arkham Shadow. If you want to play that, you're gonna need a Quest 3, and the next title that I'm really excited for that needs a Quest 3 is Alien Rogue Incursion. You also have the option of significantly upgrading your visuals with both the pancake lens and higher resolution screen of the Meta Quest 3. On top of that, Meta is currently making a big push for developers to upgrade their games from Quest 2 to Quest 3 quality. So many of those games that you already have and love are about to look significantly better. Some of my personal favorite games that have received or are about to receive Quest 3 updates includes Red Matter 2, Population 1, Into the Radius, Hubris, Dungeons of Eternity, and finally Barbaria. Now again, those are just my personal favorites. The entire list has over 40 games as of right now. So when it comes to games, there's definitely a reason to upgrade, but why not wait? Shouldn't we expect a Black Friday sale, or maybe something closer to Christmas? And this is where I'll say that is extremely unlikely. They just lowered the price of the Quest 3, and the Quest 3S is at an insane $299, and it includes Batman Arkham Shadow. They're really not going to lower it any more than that, especially since it just released. And if you look back to the Quest 2, that headset originally launched at $299 and then eventually received a price increase after a year, putting it at $400. In the tech world, that is absolutely unheard of, but the overall demand remained high, and Meta needed to increase their margins. And even if you go the secondhand route, I don't expect you to find headsets for much cheaper, because even used psvr headsets are more expensive, and there's no reason for anyone to give away their Quest 3 or Quest 3S right now. This headset is easily the biggest bang for your buck. Modern headsets can be 3 to 4 times the price of a Quest 3S, and they're usually only a one-trick pony, requiring a PC to operate, with no standalone capabilities. Not only does the Quest 3 have some amazing standalone games, it is fully compatible with psvr, allowing for both a wired and wireless experience. It functions as an excellent mobile media center, allowing you to watch tons of different streaming content or even saving videos onto the headset itself. And finally, the Quest 3 is really the only place where you could get some high quality mixed reality. Now at this point, people usually chime in and say, well, what about the Pico 4 Ultra? It has a similar price tag and similar capabilities. Which is true, however, they don't sell it in the States, and I don't recommend you import one, plus it's not getting those major exclusive titles like Batman Arkham Shadow. So yeah, it's a pretty good option, but just not as good. Now jumping back to mixed reality for a moment, yes, it is currently a bit gimmicky and currently in its infancy, but just like the humble beginnings of VR itself, it's an absolutely amazing one-of-a-kind experience, and it's getting significantly better at a very rapid pace. So just to wrap things up, now is the perfect time to upgrade because the Quest 3 already has some amazing games. There's more on the way. Older titles are being upgraded to take advantage of that Quest 3 hardware. And speaking of that hardware, if you want to play those latest and greatest games, you're going to need it. The Quest 2 won't run the newer games in the near future. The headset also has tons of other capability, like running as a media center and mixed reality. Plus, it's the biggest bang for your buck. $299 is absolutely insane for this headset, and it's just all around easy to recommend. So there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you have any additional questions, let me know down in the description. I'll do my best to get back to you. See y'all next time.